Revision of data handling. Depending upon the requirement, the information is collected. This information collected is called as the data. Sometimes the data is represented graphically to give us a clear idea of what it represents. Let us discuss the types of graphs. First one is pictograph. The data is represented using symbols. So that is called pictograph. A bar graph. Here the data is represented in the form of bars of uniform width, and height of the bars is proportional to the information. Double bar graph is also a bar graph. It is used for comparing the data. Here a bar graph is drawn to compare two sets of information. Organizing the data. The data which you collect, it is in the unorganized form. So that is called as the raw data. Then that data is collected and presented in form of a table. So that table is called as the frequency distribution table. Frequency represents the number of times a particular entry occurs. To understand these terms, let us take this question. A dice was thrown 20 times and the numbers obtained were 1. These were the numbers obtained. Make a frequency distribution table using tally marks. Draw a bar graph to illustrate it. So let us make the frequency distribution table. So here 1 is occurring 1, 2, 3 times. So 1 is occurring 3 times. So it is 1, 2, 3. 2 is occurring 1, 2, 2 times. So 2 is occurring 2 times. So 1, 2. 3 is occurring 1, 2, 3. 3 times. So 1, 2, 3. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is occurring 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is occurring 5 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and fifth one we draw it like this. 6. 1, 2, 3. 6 is occurring 3 times. So 1, 2, 3. So what is the frequency? For one number it is 3. For 2 it is 2. For 3 it is 3. For 4 it is 4. For 5 it is 5. For 6 it is 6. There are total 20 entries. It says 20 times. You can check. 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 plus 4 is 12. 12 plus 5 is 17. 17, sorry, this is 3 because it is 3 here. So 17 plus 3 is 20. Now you have to draw the bar graph. To draw the bar graph, you need to see the frequency numbers here. So it starts from 2 and maximum it goes to 5. And these numbers you are going to plot on x-axis. So the horizontal axis is called as the x-axis. And the vertical axis is called as the y-axis. So on x-axis we are plotting the numbers from 1 to 6 and the frequency we are plotting on y-axis. So as the numbers goes from 2 to 5, I'll take 1 unit equals to 1. So here for 1 the frequency is 3. So I am writing this as 1. For 1 the frequency is 3. So let us write down here 1 unit as 1. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So for 1 unit, for 1 number 1, it is frequency is 3. So it is here frequency is 3. So you are going to make it. So this is 3. For 1 it is 3. We need 1 unit gap. For 2, it is 2. 2 is here. You can see this is 2. For 3, it is 3. The width of the bar is also 1 unit. So for 3, it is again 3. So this is 3. For 4, it is 4. So 4 is here. This is here. This is 4. This is 4. Okay. For 5, I am going to leave 1 unit gap again. It is 5. So 5 is here. This is 5. For 6, it is 3. For 6, it is 3. 3 is here. So this is the bar graph. When I have made the bar graph, I have considered few points. The width of the bar is fixed. Here I have taken 1 unit. The gap between each bar is also fixed. That is 1 unit. And the height of the bar represents the information. It is proportional to the information. Here it is frequency. How many times 1 occurs? 3 times. How many times 2 occurs? 2 times. How many times 6 occurs? 3 times. So like that you have to write down what is the scale you have chosen on y-axis. 1 unit is equals to 1, and this table is called as the frequency distribution table. Here 3 is the frequency for 1. So it shows when the dice is thrown 20 times, 1 has occurred 3 times. 2 is occurring 2 times. So this is showing the frequency of an entry, how many times it occurs. So this is called as frequency distribution table. If you are given the weekly wages of 30 workers that ranges from 800 to 900 and you are asked to make the frequency distribution table, then the table will be very long. So for our convenience, we group the data like 800 to 810, 810 to 820 and so on. So data presented in this manner is called as the group data, and the distribution so obtained is called group frequency distribution. This is the weekly wages in rupees of 30 workers. These are the weekly wages of 30 workers. Using the tally marks, make a frequency table with the intervals as 800 to 810, 810 to 820. So like this, we are going to group the data. So this is the interval, tally marks and frequency. This table is called as grouped frequency distribution table. Let us understand these terms now. Class interval. All these are called as class interval. 800 to 810, 810 to 820, 820 to 830. All these are called as the class interval. And all these written over here, they are called as the lower class limit. And all these are called as the upper class limit. So let us write down some examples here. So if I take a class interval, say from 860 to 870. This is a class interval. What is the lower class limit here? Here lower class limit is 860. What is the upper class limit here? Upper class limit is 870. Width or the size is fixed for all the class intervals. How are you going to find out? you are going to subtract the lower class limit from the upper class limit. That means 870 minus 860. So the class size is 10 or the width. You see, everywhere when you subtract it, you will get 10. Now let us see how to make this grouped frequency distribution table. So first you need to enter these columns: interval, tally marks and frequency. So interval is representing the grouped information, 800 to 810. All the workers whose salary lies from 800 to 810, and all the workers whose salary lies between 810 to 820, and all the workers whose salary lies between 820 to 830. Like this we are going to group the salary. So let us take the first salary, 830. Now for 830, you have written in two places, in this class interval and in the higher class interval. So it will be included in 830 to 840 group. So you will make one line here for this data. Now you move on to the second data, 835. Again it lies here. So you will put one more line here, 890. It is written here and here, 880 to 890 and 890 to 900. So you will take it in the higher class interval. So it is one line, you will make it here for 890. Then 810. Again it is considered in two places. You will put, then you will consider in the higher group. So you will put one line here. 835. Again you will make it here. 869. It will lie here. 860 to 870. So you will make one line here. So like this, you will fill up the tally marks and write down the frequency. From tally marks only, you write down the frequency 3, 3, 2, 2. Like that. If you add up all these frequencies, it is equals to 30. Histogram. Histogram is also in the form of bars. There is no gap between the bars, and the width of the bars is fixed, and the height of the bar is in proportion to the frequency. So this is the grouped frequency distribution table. We are going to make the histogram from this grouped frequency distribution table. So let us see. For this class interval 800 to 810, the frequency is 3. So before you do that, you need to draw the horizontal line that is called as the x-axis. And this vertical line is called as the y-axis. And where the x-axis and y-axis that meet, that is called as the origin. The weekly wages of workers in rupees is plotted on x-axis, and the number of workers are plotted on y-axis. That means these class intervals we are plotting here on x-axis, and this frequency we are going to plot it on y-axis. The frequency, it goes from 1 to 9. That's why I have taken 1 unit equals to 1, and like that I have written. Here the information starts from 800. So I am going to make a zagged line here. It shows that there is no information prior to this. So I have made the zagged lines. So for 800 to 810, this is 800 to 810. The frequency is 3. So this is frequency. So that is 3. So let us mark it now. So this is your 800 and that is your 810. So let us mark this. So this is 3. Now from 810 to 820, it is 2. This is here. So let us mark it. This is 2. Then from 820 to 830, it is 1. This is 1. So this is here. Then from 830 to 840, it is 9. It is here. This is 9. For 840 to 850, 840 to 850, it is 5. 5 is here. Let's make it. This is 5. Then 850 to 860, it is 1. It is here. This is 1. This is 1. Then 860 to 870, it is 3. It is here. 3. This is 3. Then for these two class interval, it is 1. So let us mark it. That is equals to 1. This is also 1. This is also 1. 890 to 900. 890 to 900. It is 4. 4 is here. This is your 4. 890 to 900. This is 4. So this is how we are going to plot it. You need to write down the scale here for y-axis. How much is the scale for y-axis? 1 unit. 1 unit is equals to 1 worker. Now let us take this question. Draw a histogram for this frequency table and answer the following question. For this frequency table, we have already drawn the histogram. Which group has the maximum number of workers? So here 830 to 840 has got the maximum number of workers. So the answer is 830 to 840. Rest all it is less than 9. You can see that. The same information can be drawn from the grouped frequency distribution table as well. How many workers earned rupees 850 and more? 850 and more, it is this. So 1 plus 3 is 4, 4 plus 2 is 6, 6 plus 4 is 10 workers. You can add 850 and more, means 850 is not included here, it is included here. So you have to add up all and you will get it 10. Third part, how many workers earn less than rupees 850? Less than 850 is all this. So 9 plus 850 and less is from here. So 9 plus 5 is 14. 14 plus 1 is 15. 15 plus 5 is 20. Less than 850 means from here till here. So that is 5 plus 9 is 14. 14 plus 6 is 20. Same answer you will get. Sometimes the data can be represented in the form of circle, called as circle graph or pie chart. A circle graph shows the relationship between a whole and its parts. So let's understand this question. A group of 360 people were asked to vote for their favorite season from the 3 seasons, rainy, winter and summer. So these are the seasons and their respective votes are written here. Which season got the maximum votes? Winter season has got the maximum vote, 150. So the answer for the first part is winter season. Find the central angle of each sector. Angle around the center of the circle is 360 degrees. We are going to use this concept to find the answer for this question. So for summer season, let us find out the central angle. So 90 volts are there out of 360 volts. So what part of 360 volts is 90 volts? It is 90 upon 360. And the angle around the center of the circle is 360 degrees. So what part of 360 degrees is this? Means into 360 degrees. So this will be cancelled and you get 90 degrees. Now, what part of 360 volts is 120 volts? That is 120 volts upon 360 volts. And what part of 360 degrees is this? Means into 360 degrees. So this will be cancelled and you get 120 degrees. What part of 360 volts is 150 volts? That is 150 upon 360. And what part of 360 degrees is this? Into 360. So this will be cancelled and you get 150 degrees. These are the central angles. So if you add up all these angles, it will be equals to 360 degrees. Next question. Draw a pie chart to show this information. So let us draw the pie chart. So to draw the pie chart, first you need to draw a horizontal line from the center of the circle connecting to any point on the circle. So I have made this horizontal line. Now I am going to use the protractor. The center of the protractor and the center of circle will overlap and your 0 degree is here. Now 90 degrees, you can see it, it is here. So you will mark it here, 90 degrees. So you can join this now. So this is your 90 degrees. 90 degrees is for summer season. So this is summer season. 90 degrees. Now you have to make 120 degrees. Now your 0 will be here. And the center of the circle and the center of the protractor will overlap. And you need to mark 120 degrees. Where is 120 degrees? It is here. So I am going to mark it. Now I will join this point with the center of the circle. So this is 120 degrees. This is for rainy season. And the remaining angle is of course 150 degrees. You can check it. This coming as 150 degrees. So this is equals to, this 150 degrees is for winter season. Probability. To understand the concept of probability, let us take this question. What is the probability that the number selected from 1 to 25 is a composite number when each of the number is equally likely to be selected? So to find out the probability of an event, this is the formula: number of favorable outcomes upon total number of possible outcomes. So what are the number of favorable outcomes? When you are going to select the composite numbers. So let us first find out how many composite numbers are there between 1 to 25. So you have 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 18, 20, 21, 22, 24 and 25. So number of favorable outcomes. These are the outcomes. How much is the number? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So the number of favorable outcomes, here it is 15. And total number of outcomes, it is 25 because there are numbers from 1 to 25. So what is the probability? Number of favorable outcomes is in the numerator. Total number of possible outcomes is 25. You can cancel this with 5. 5 3s are 15. 5 5s are 25. So what is the probability? 3 by 5. Find the probability of drawing a king from a pack of 52 cards. So there are 4 kings in a pack of 52 cards. So number of favorable outcomes is 4 and the total number of possible outcomes is 52 because it is a pack of 52. So the probability for drawing a king is number of favorable outcomes is 4 upon total number of outcomes is 52. So you can divide numerator and denominator by 4. 4 ones are 4 and 13 fours are 52. So the probability is 1 by 13. Now there are certain situations in life where you are sure that it is going to happen. If I ask you what is the probability that sun will rise tomorrow, it is 100%. So in that case the probability is 1. And when you are sure that it is not going to happen, like for example when you throw a dice and you expect a number 8 to be on the top, that is never going to be possible. So probability here is 0. The probability always it is greater than equals to 0 and less than or equals to 1.